finger saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that. I'm always gonna love you no matter what. No matter what happens. You're my son, you're my blood. You're the best thing in my life. But until you start believing in yourself, you ain't gonna have a life.
How many of us, as parents, have faced the gaze of our children, filled with doubt and fear? Or how many of us have imagined all the challenges and difficulties our children will face throughout their lives? In those moments, we realize that their lives will be full of challenges, and our role is to be the force that propels them forward. This quote from Rocky is more than just a scene from a movie. It's a powerful reminder of the responsibility we bear as parents, not just to provide for their needs, but also to instill courage. After all, the world is tough. Life will knock them down many times, but it's up to us to teach them how to get back up, look ahead, and believe they can overcome anything. As parents, we have a superpower, the ability to shape our children's self-confidence. But how do we do this? How do we teach them to face the world without losing sight of who they truly are? A study published by the American Psychological Association revealed that children raised by emotionally present parents are more resilient in the face of life's adversities. They are more likely to develop self-confidence, take risks, and pursue their dreams. If parents want to give their children a gift, the best thing they can do is teach them to love challenges, be intrigued by mistakes, enjoy effort, and keep learning. These are the words of psychologist Carol Dweck. The concept of a growth mindset refers to the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication, effort, and continuous learning. This idea is not just philosophical, but also supported by research. A 2021 report by the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD, related to the Program for International Student Assessment, PISA, found that students identified as having a strong growth mindset achieved significantly higher results in all subjects assessed. Moreover, these students reported higher levels of self-efficacy, greater motivation, and lower levels of fear of failure. These findings show us that more than teaching academic concepts or technical skills, it is crucial to help our children develop emotional resilience and the courage to face challenges. After all, a child unafraid of failure is more willing to explore, learn, and overcome life's inevitable difficulties. The world out there will try to strip them of this confidence. There will be failures, rejections, and countless voices saying they are not enough. But your voice, as a parent, has the power to be louder, stronger, and more constant. We must teach our children how to see themselves. If we help them understand their worth, even in the worst circumstances, they will have the tools to overcome anything. Loving our children does not mean shielding them from life's difficulties. On the contrary, it means preparing them to face those challenges. As Rocky said, "I will always love you, no matter what happens." This kind of unconditional love is the foundation, but it must be accompanied by action. Here are a few steps we can take as parents to help our children become resilient. Acknowledge challenges, but don't let them define your child. Teach your children to recognize that difficulties are a part of life but do not determine who they are. Share your own stories. Talk about times you failed, got back up, and succeeded. Celebrate effort more than outcomes. It's easy to praise our children when they win a medal or pass a class with good grades. But the real impact comes when we recognize their effort, even when the result isn't what they hoped for. This teaches them that persistence is what truly matters, no matter the outcome. Be the example of resilience you want them to follow. How can we expect our children to face challenges if we give up when faced with difficulties? Show them what resilience looks like. When life knocks you down, get back up. They're watching. Something Rocky said to his son is essential. Until you start believing in yourself, you'll never really live. How can we help our children believe in themselves? It all starts at home. Create an environment where they feel safe to fail. The fear of failure is paralyzing. Tell them that making mistakes is part of learning. When they feel they can fail without losing your love and respect, they'll have the courage to try new things. Celebrate small victories. Don't wait for a big moment to celebrate. Every little progress should be recognized. This gradually builds confidence in a powerful way. Teach them to draw strength from something greater. Having faith, whether in God or a greater purpose, is one of the most important pillars of resilience. Teach your children to pray, meditate, and seek guidance beyond themselves. As Philippians 4 verse 13 says, "I can do all things through him who strengthens me." Imagine the impact of teaching your children to repeat this aloud when facing a challenge. It's like planting a seed of courage that will grow with them throughout their lives. When we give them unconditional love, encouragement, and the example of a resilient life, we are shaping not just their present but their future. You have the opportunity to be the most important voice in your child's life. Be the one that says, "I believe in you. You can overcome anything. You are stronger than any obstacle, and remember, you're capable too." To raise strong children, you need to be strong. To encourage them, you need to believe in yourself. Because a parent who believes in themselves raises children who believe in themselves. How have you encouraged your children today? Share your stories in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Being a model of resilience and strength for your children isn't easy, and that's something we need to acknowledge. After all, we as parents face our own challenges. Sometimes we feel overwhelmed, pressured, and unsure. But it's in these moments that true parenthood reveals itself. No matter how many times we fall, what matters is that we always get back up. Not just for ourselves, but for our children, who watch every step we take. One of the best ways to help our children be resilient is to show how we turn our own struggles into lessons. For example, if you faced a challenge, share it with your child in a way they can learn from your experience. Don't be afraid to admit your weaknesses. Showing vulnerability also teaches courage. Even in our failures, there is room for growth, and our children need to know this. Here's a practical example. Imagine you had a tough day at work and came home feeling tired and frustrated. Instead of isolating yourself or taking it out on others, use this as a teaching moment. Explain to your child that you're tired because you gave your best effort that day, but that resting and trying again tomorrow is part of the journey. This attitude teaches that effort and recovery are equally important. Our children won't always be under our care. One day, they'll face the world on their own, making their own decisions. It's our job to ensure that when that day comes, they're ready. This means giving them not only practical skills, but also a solid emotional foundation. Teach them about integrity. Show them that being honest and doing what's right, even when no one is watching, is the path to a fulfilling life. Teach them about responsibility. Make it clear that they are responsible for their choices and actions. As Rocky said, "Cowards blame others, but you're better than that." Above all, teach them about purpose. As parents, we can show them that life has a greater meaning, that we are here for more than just survival. In the end, what truly matters isn't how much we accumulate or achieve, but the legacy we leave in our children. Every word you say, every action you take, is shaping the next generation. Think about it. The lessons you teach today will be passed on by your children to your grandchildren. So choose to be intentional. Be the parent they'll remember with admiration. Not because you were perfect, but because you were present, encouraging, and never gave up on them or yourself. If there's one thing I hope you take away from this moment, it's this: your children need you. Not the perfect version of you, but the real, present, and committed you. Believe in yourself. Believe in them. And never forget that, no matter the circumstances, you are shaping lives. So, stand up, encourage them, and be the voice your children will remember as the reason they believe they can conquer the world. Because being a present parent isn't just about today. It's about building a future. In the end, you'll have fulfilled your mission. Be the man you're meant to be. Be a better dad, a better man,